Question Reality, Episode 13, Beyond Time and Time Travel. Are newspapers still printed for time travelers? I've often wondered why so many newspapers still exist. I've often wondered why newspapers still exist when we have the internet. They're a colossal waste of paper and energy to distribute. Are they still printed for time travelers? Because, time travelers might not have cell phone service when they arrive. So when they get out of their time machine, to ensure that they arrived at the right date and time, they could pick up a newspaper and see the date. But we know newspapers are still printed so that a historical record of fake news will be the only artifacts that tell the story of the time period and not the truth. But when we get lectured on how much waste and garbage we produce, and all of these newspapers are printed all over the country and all over the world and distributed by gas-consuming vehicles. And not just that, think about all the junk mail we get. Have you ever seen one person who saved all their junk mail over the course of a year? If we are in a realm or a machine, how long has this realm or machine been here? Some say there is no such thing as time. Oh, there is. There is a measurement that we do, but if this realm always was and always will be, time doesn't really matter. To figure out where we are in the overall scheme of things doesn't matter if this realm will always be here and always was here. If there is no beginning or end of time, how could this realm always have just been here? But if it was created, what was here before it? What is here? Where is beyond? If this realm has always been here, how? We have births and deaths. We see night and day. We see seasons, but they are all cycles. The ancients noticed the analemma sun cycle, and the pattern is the symbol of infinity. It's a machine realm we are in. It goes beyond our comprehension on how this was all designed and how it's all here. Society should adopt this kind of conversation. I've said it many times before, but our new conversational opening should be along the lines of, hey, so what do you think all of this is? And be open-minded, because no one knows. People adopt and subscribe to preset options like religion and science, but none of us know. There is so much to find out. We need to find out what all of this is and what it means. How many centuries have been spent discussing meaningless and useless, life-wasting topics? Imagine how much things would change if we adopted this and allowed this into our social discourse. Now, I do understand that engineers do communicate amongst themselves on how to define and understand how the physical world works, and I thank them for their contributions. But there also seems to be other realms and metaphysical that they will not dabble into. And that's fine. We need engineers, but we also need people to discuss the metaphysical and not be censored and not be shunned and not be laughed at. There probably is no time machine. If a time machine ever existed, it could then be made to always have existed by the time traveler going to the beginning of time and leaving the time machine there with somebody else. There is no time. There is only now. But then, that means there might not be a hall of records then. But who would care enough to design this realm? What if there is no designer? Then how did this realm just get here if no one designed it? Who put all of the matter in the Big Bang compressed dot before time? If no one did it, how did all the elements come to be? Where did they come from? Where did they come to be, and how did they come to be? But even if we are in the eternal now, we still can measure time and keep track from our time being in the realm going forward. There probably is a time machine. They just successfully kept it hidden. Why wouldn't there be a time machine? What the heck is time? There certainly can be a looking glass. If you could teleport yourself 4 light years away, and had a telescope powerful enough to see 4 light years away, zoomed into Earth, you could then theoretically see the year 2017. Of course, that is, if the distance of 4 light years in outer space is actually out there. How high is the sky? How high is the ceiling? If the entire universe really is out there and outer space really is out there, you are all behaving really normal for an infinitely expanding universe with infinite possibilities to be out there. How do you keep a straight face knowing all that? Do you really want to be that guy that messes up time for everyone else? Hey there, guy. You've heard of the butterfly effect, and you want to just go back in time and do a full pterodactyl effect and really mess up the entire time continuum. Nice guy there. Real nice time etiquette you have. You just want to mess up the entirety of time going forward forever, don't you? Hey man, you are here. Leave your mark. Proposals for how the time machine would work. Has anyone been able to tangibly touch time? Yeah, I know you can measure it with a watch or sands of time, but can you touch time? Can you see time? No. I see you on the other side touching your clock, looking at your hourglass. Yeah. Oh, I know. That's how you're measuring it. I have been everywhere and every when. Quote from Jonathan Livingston Seagull. This is certainly an incomplete discussion of time. Do you like being in the eternal now? Or do you like the linear sequence of time? Or do you prefer it like a compact disc where you could go to track 4 or skip back to track 1 or go ahead to track 17? But then, do you want there to be a finality of time? Or do you prefer it to be forever and always was and always will be? The idea that this realm has always been here forever and ever and ever and will never end. And you just think of what we know as the experience of time and that we are just a blip in this realm. But yet, what if we do respawn over and over again? So we've always been in this realm. The eternal now, the forever realm, that this always was and always will be, man, that's painful. It's rough. It's nice in ways, it's beauty in ways, but it's also, So how do you feel about time? Let me know.